What is up, guys? World War Breaker coming at you with another video, and today I made the Battle of Belleau wood in Lego. Yeah, and well, it's from World War I. This was the U.S. Marines attacking the German army advancing on Paris on May 27th, 1918. So this was very near the end of the war. The war actually ended November 11th, which is just later in the same year. So yeah, this was very close to the end of the war. It was a crucial point in World War I, where the Germans were advancing on Paris. They were almost, they were advancing on Paris, and then they were stopped by the French army. Of course, they were backed up by the U.S. Marines, and this is the U.S. Marines attacking the German army. The battle actually started with the Germans attacking the U.S. and the French, but it ended with the U.S. actually doing a counterattack. I think the battle actually lasted like 20 whole days, so this was probably not the end of the battle, but the U.S. did do a counterattack after the Germans attacked their forces. And I think to a point it was successful. There was a lot of hand-to-hand combat that you'll see inside of this mock a little bit later on, and yeah, I think the U.S. forces totally took out the Germans with exceptional ease. So yeah, this battle was a pretty cool one, and I was just looking through my books. I found it, and I thought that would be a cool mock to make. So here it is, and this is really my best impression on what the battle must have looked like. It's probably not the most accurate mock ever, but it's the best I can do. So let's get right into it. So first of all, we have these German soldiers advancing on the U.S. Army, or more like trying to defend themselves from the U.S. Marines. Yeah, one of them is dead already inside the barbed wire and grass fields and everything. This guy with his Car 98K trying to advance on the U.S. Marines, which are making pretty much a unstoppable line over there. This guy is trying to hit this U.S. Marine with the end of his gun. That would be a very hard hit if he actually managed to do that, but he probably won't, because the U.S. Marine in question actually has a bayonet, and he's about to slam it into that guy, so I don't think he's going to be able to hit that guy that close. These two guys are grappling at each other. That guy, well, the U.S. Marine actually, let me just get a better view of that. The U.S. Marine actually caught the German's knife. As the German tried to stab him, he caught the knife, and then his other hand is coming up for a nice uppercut. It's very hard to try and remake that in Lego because, well, yeah, the Lego minifigures don't really show uppercuts that well. Yeah, and over here, this guy, right here, he is throwing a grenade over at these guys over here. Dead Marine over there. But this guy is coming in with his nice shotgun right over there. He's probably going to take him out after he throws that grenade. So tough luck for those guys over there. Moving up the mock, this guy in question, actually, I think that this guy is probably my favorite minifigure in the entire mock. Just look at his stance. This is probably the first time I ever used that. So I think that turned out really well with his arm just holding the gun and everything. Yeah, I think that turned out really nicely. Let me turn the mock around really quick. Okay, so behind here, there's another U.S. Marine that is loading his rifle. And he's got that nice smirk on his face as he's just imagining himself shooting one of those Germans. This mock also has lots and lots of detail on it. I spent probably 3.5 hours trying to get this to work, and I think it turned out really well. There's, of course, plenty of barbed wire on here and everything. I just think that turned out really well too, and if you can really tell, underneath the grass, I have this mixture of reddish brown and dark tan, which I think worked out really nicely, and I also put in lots of different detailing pieces like dark and light gray studs in there. So I think that this mock overall turned out really nicely. Of course, some of the trees over there have been, well, they died. It's a little bit gruesome, but it's trees, so yeah, I guess. The rest of these trees seem quite healthy anyways. I saw some pictures on the internet about this battle, and some of the pictures actually had dead trees and everything, and some of them had the forest very alive and overgrown. So I kind of did both in this mock. So I put it like in between those two pictures. So yeah, and I think I did a really stellar job on this mock. So yeah, let me know how I did in the comments. So that's really it for this mock. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope that you learned something about World War I, because I did a World War II mock lately, so I just decided to do a World War I mock instead. After this one, I'll probably do another World War II mock, and then so on. So yeah, this is just a really fun little mock that I did. It took me a very long time to do, longer than others. 3.5 hours to be exact. But yeah, I think I did a really stellar job on this mock. Leave a comment down below on how I did and what you thought of it. So yeah, and also I would really love a comment or two on new ideas for mocks, because I've only got like a few more ideas, and yeah, I'm sorry, I keep demanding that you guys send me ideas, but I don't know, I just need ideas sometimes. So it would be really awesome if you guys could pitch in and then give me ideas for a new mock that I could supposedly make. So yeah, I think that you guys could definitely think of some really awesome ideas for mocks. I'm not the only history buff out there, so yeah. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below on what mock you want me to do next, and also leave a comment on what you thought of this mock. So yeah, thanks for watching.